Hello, I'm Dr. Ravindranath Rajotia. You are watching a series of lectures on embedded systems. In the today's lecture, we'll be discussing an introduction to 8051. 8051 is an 8-bit microcontroller. So let us discuss about the 8051, which is a microcontroller. The 8051 is a low power, high performance 8-bit microcontroller with 4 kilobyte of in-system programmable flash memory. So some of the features of the 8051 are it has 4 kilobyte of program memory inbuilt into the IC. It has 128 bytes of RAM. It has 4 IO ports, each port of 8-bit size. So put together, the total ports or the number of IO lines are 32. There are 4 IO ports, each port being 8-bit, so 32 IO lines available on the 40-pin IC. It has an internal watchdog timer. It has 2 data pointers. It has 2 16-bit timers or counters. It has a 5-vector 2-level interrupt architecture. It is a full duplex serial port. That means the data can be simultaneously received and transmitted, and has a on-chip oscillator and the clock circuitries. This is what exactly the internal configuration and the pin diagram of a 8051 microcontroller. As you can see, there are 4 ports: port 0, 8-bit port 0, port 1, port 1.0 to port 1.7, port 2, there is port 2.0 to 2.7, and port 3, port 3.0 to 3.7. Of these 4 ports, what we find that port 1 is used only for the IO purposes, whereas port 0, port 2 and port 3, in addition to being the IO ports, they also have the additional functions. And these additional functions are port 0 and port 2 is also used to carry the address of the memory, whereas port 3 has additional like RxD, TxD line, INT 0, INT 1, timer T0, T1, write and read bar for the same pins which are used for the IO. Some of the additional pins are power pin, pin number 40 VCC, pin number 20 ground, pin number 29 PSEN, pin number 30 ALE, and pin number 31 EA bar oblique EPC, so that it decides whether the external memory is to be used or not. This is where we find all the ports and some of the major blocks of the 8051. It has 4 ports: port 0, port 2, port 1 and port 3. Internally, it has a CPU which performs the arithmetic and logic unit, that is the ALU. It has a RAM, inbuilt RAM, 128 byte RAM, 4 kilobyte of flash memory, and the others as timer, counters, interrupts, serial port, special function, resistors, and the watchdog timers, etc. The port 0, it has port 0.0 to 0.7 from pin number 30 to 39. What we can see that these IO ports are used to carry the low order address of the external memory. When used as a IO and if configured as output, each of these pins can be connected to 8 TTL outputs. So these pins can be configured as inputs. So if configured as inputs, the pin can be used as a high impedance inputs, as their potential is not defined related to the ground. Similarly, the port 1 is also 8-bit. In addition to being the port IO functionality, it is also used for the timer T2, timer 2 control input, SPI system control input, SP1 system IO, that is MOSI and MISO system output, and the acknowledgement line SCP. Port 2 is similarly used to carry the address as well as the IO signals. Port 3, in addition to the IO, it also carries the RHD, THD, INT0, INT1, T0, T1, the timers, and the read and the write signals. The RST signal P0, pin number 9. So this RST, it is used for external power on reset circuitry. When we press the switch, the processor will go to its default state. When we press this particular switch, so what we find that it is shorted to ground and the processor will be restarting to all the default values. Now how the memory is accessed by the 8051 system. We know that the pin EA bar, when it is connected to high, in that case we can connect an external program memory with the 8051, but when EA is grounded, so the internal program memory is bypassed and the instructions from only the external memory is fetched. Whereas in the case that EA is connected to VCC, so initially the program or the instructions will be read from the or fetched from the internal memory, internal port key memory, and then the instructions are fetched from the external memory. The internal data memory is of the size of 128 byte of RAM. Additionally, 128 byte of RAM are used for the SFRs. So the lower 128 byte RAM, it contains 4 banks of registers, each bank of 8 registers. So total of 32 registers are there in the lower 128 byte, followed by 16 byte of bit addressable memory. So we have this 16 byte bit addressable, they can be addressed individually bitwise, followed by from the address 30 to 7F is a scratch bit memory. The upper memory, it is used as a SFR. SFR is used as a special function registers. So what these special function registers are, they are from the address 802FF. So let us see the table which shows all the SFRs, starting from address 80. Address 80 is the address of the port P0. Address 90 is the address of the port P1. Address A0 is the address of the port P2, and address B0 is the address of port P3. So we can access these ports by their names as P0, P1, P2, P3, or by their memory addresses as 80, 90, A0, B0. The other special function registers are the TCON, timer control, timer mode, TL0, TL1, timer low, and timer high. There are 2 timers, TL0, TH0 for the timer 1, TL1 and TH1 for the timer, second timer. Then you have other registers as SCON, SBUF, IE, IP, then TCON, T mode, So the address 0C8 is the address of the TCON register followed by T mode and so on. The address of the accumulator can be referred by ACC or it can be referred by its address as 0E0. Register B likewise can be accessed by the name as a register B or it can also be accessed by its address, that is 0F0. So taking a summary of what we have seen in this video, we started with some of the initial features of the 8051. We said that it is a microcontroller, it is an 8-bit controller, it has an internal RAM of size 128 bytes, it has an internal program memory, a flash memory of 4 kilobytes. So it is a 40-pin IC. So connecting the EA to VCC allows you to fetch the instructions starting from the internal program memory followed by the external program memory. If the pin EA is connected to ground, then only the external program memory is fetched, the internal program memory in that case is bypassed. So there are 4 ports on the 8051, each port of 8-bit byte leading to 32 different IO pins. Port 1 is specially used only for the IO purposes, whereas port 0 and port 2 can be used for IO and for generating or for carrying the address of the memory as well. Port 3, in addition to being IO, is also used for RxD, TxD, timer and interrupt signals. That's all in this video.